Hi, I'm Jenny with Real Food Glow. I'm a nutritional therapy practitioner, and I teach others to live healthier, more vibrant lives through food and lifestyle changes. In this video, I'm going to talk with you about how fermented foods can heal your gut and boost your immune system. Stay tuned. Do you struggle with digestive issues like bloating or gassiness? What about constipation or diarrhea? Do you ever suffer from headaches? And is there ever a time of the year when you just can't seem to stay well? Well, if you answered yes to any of those questions, fermented foods may be part of the answer to feeling better. First, let's answer the question, what are fermented foods? Examples of fermented foods would be things like sauerkraut, pickles, pickled carrots, kombucha, kefir, lots of those types of things, kind of a sour taste they have, but they're usually kind of crunchy, sweet and sour a little bit sometimes. All of those fermented foods have been basically fermented to where bacteria and yeast have infused those foods and they become very probiotic for you. So they're also infused with enzymes and B vitamins and all of these good things that really feed your gut flora. Now let's answer the question, what are the benefits of fermented food? So fermented food, like I've already said before, is infused with B vitamins and probiotic content and enzymes, all of these good things that as it works its way through your digestive system, it allows the other foods that you eat, it allows those nutrients to be better assimilated into your body. It also helps with digestion. The yeast and the bacteria that are present, they make your digestion work better. Another reason is because all of that good probiotic content that you're eating really helps with your immune system. Our digestive system is kind of known as our second brain. It's very important for immunity. So as we eat those fermented foods, we infuse our body with probiotics, our immune systems are able to ward off viruses and bacteria and microorganisms and all of those things that impact us every single day. You can buy fermented foods at almost any health food store. So I will say too, a little side note, fermented foods are easy to make at home and there's tons and tons of recipes online. So if you decide to go that route and want to make them homemade, just do a little Google search for how to make fermented foods or how to make sauerkraut, and you'll find tons and tons of resources. So back to the grocery store. There's a couple of things, guidelines I would say, that you need to be aware of before you go out and you purchase fermented foods. So number one, you always want to buy fermented foods from the refrigerated section of the grocery store. If it has been sitting on the shelf somewhere, then all of that probiotic content is dead, okay? Because remember, fermented foods are live foods. The bacteria in them is alive, the yeast in them is alive. And so if you have bought something off of the shelf, like sauerkraut off of the shelf, or pickles off of the shelf, then just know that you're not going to get any benefit from a fermented food perspective. Okay, number two, make sure that the package always says things like raw, perishable, keep refrigerated, unpasteurized. Just keep in mind that if it's been heated, canned, pasteurized, any of that stuff, then it is no good. And number three, keep in mind that you want the label to have very minimal ingredients on there. Really, it should only be the vegetable, the salt, and maybe some other seasonings. If there's any words like vinegar, sugar, or any of those chemical sounding names, then you want to avoid it because it's going to end up just not being healthy for you and not very bioavailable to your body. So those are my 3 guidelines for choosing fermented foods. So that's it. Everything you need to know about fermented foods. One little side note, when you are starting out eating fermented foods, make sure that you eat about about a condiment-sized portion 1 time per day, and then you can work up from there. Sometimes if your body's not used to it, all that probiotic content can be a little strong for your body. So you just want to make sure that you really work up to eating it several times a day if you so desire. To make it easier to get started with fermented foods, I've provided down in the description a link to get my fermented foods buying guide for free. All you have to do is enter your email address and my fermented foods buying guide that will give you brands, examples, and it'll also give you all my guidelines that I've gone through in this video. It'll give that all to you, all for free, just as a thank you for listening today. And don't forget, if you liked this video, make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that you can get all my other videos as they come available. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.